Positive aspects about being single. After a breakup, you can't really see the positive aspects about being single because you're not single by choice. You're single by force. And let's be honest, in today's society, they condemn you for being single. They look at you like something is wrong with you, especially if your ex broke up with you and they're already in a relationship. They look at you like something is wrong. How couldn't you find someone that quick? Look, your ex moved on very fast. It means that they are better than you. That is just complete horseshit. And I really want you to understand that, because being single, it's a must. It's a must before entering a new relationship. Of course, it's a must, but I'm going to explain to you why you must master singlehood before you get into a new relationship. You must master it 100%. I'm Coach Goldman, your relationship and breakup coach. And the number one thing, main consequences of not mastering singlehood, if you're not good at being single, you will never be good at being in a relationship. If you don't have a healthy relationship with yourself, you will not have a healthy relationship with your partner ever. In other words, if you can't find a way to love yourself, you can't find a way to love your partner. Moreover, the amount of love that your partner can give you, that you can actually receive, is capped to the degree that you love yourself. Mastering singlehood is a prerequisite for healthy relationships. You must figure out how to be alone without being lonely. And if you don't, you will pay this price, the price of accepting unacceptable behaviors from your partner. It probably sounds like, yeah, doesn't sound that bad, but let me continue. If you are not loving yourself and enjoying your own company, you will not have the ability to walk away when your partner mistreats you or cross your boundaries. And in a relationship, the ability to walk away for both men and women, it's a must. You must have the ability and reserve the right to walk away. But if you don't love yourself and master singlehood, you will be terrified from being single like it's a plague, it's like a disease. You will be very afraid of it. This is why many people today, when they're single, they are very afraid. Oh my God, I don't want to be single. No, that's okay. That's okay. You must master singlehood before. Now, if you don't, this will result in tolerating abusive and toxic behavior. If you don't love yourself, you will not have boundaries. This is what it is. Since having boundaries is the main indicator of self-love. So you must develop this amount of self-love towards yourself, because if you don't, that's it, baby. That's just it for you. Now, let's dive in. Coming in with number one, finding a way to meet your own needs, which sets the ground and provides the healthiest foundation for any kind of relationship, whether it's romantic or friendship. You choose to be in a relationship or friendship because you want it, not because you need it. There is a huge difference between a need and a want. When you find a way to meet your own needs, you don't need anyone to meet them for you. And you will start having friendships and relationships because you want it, not because you need it. And if you are getting into a relationship or friendship because you need it, you become very, very needy and codependent. And you want your partner to be independent as well, right? You don't want him to be needy. So you need to first work on yourself and meet your own needs. This is not your partner's liability to do. Partnerships is about complementing each other and not completing each other. So you must find a way to meet your own needs. And I made a lot of videos on my channel on how to meet your own needs, how to set correct boundaries, how to heal after a breakup. So make sure that you watch all of these videos so you get a deeper understanding on how to find a way to meet your own needs, and also how to fall in love with yourself. I made a beautiful video about how to fall in love with yourself. You're going to absolutely love it, and you're going to love yourself after watching that. Number two, it's self-discovery. Being single, that's a beautiful opportunity for self-discovery. Singlehood provides a unique opportunity to explore who you are, what you want, and what you're passionate about without the influence of a partner. After my breakup, I remember I fell in love with Muay Thai. I fell in love with the gym. Fell in love with many things that I couldn't really afford to myself to do when I was with her. Sometimes, and most, I wouldn't say sometimes, most times, people lose themselves in a relationship. If you have an anxious attachment style, even more. You're completely woven with your partner and you lose your identity. You become one with your partner, and this is where you're no longer you. You don't even know who you are. And this is why sometimes people feel very lost after a breakup, and they're having a hard time being single because they need someone to validate their existence by being in a relationship. They feel they are not validated or good enough if they're not in a relationship, which this is completely false. This is just societal expectations that you need to have a relationship. You don't need to have a relationship. And actually it's very unethical and very wrong and toxic to date while you're wounded. And many people today just bleed all over each other. They're wounded, they're not healed, and they get into new relationships because they try to heal in the relationship, which more often than not fails. I do believe that we need to be healed to a certain degree, healed enough, and in a relationship, you're going to meet with other shadows and aspects of you that you need to heal, but you cannot come so wounded to a new relationship and expect the relationship to fix you and heal you, because if this is you, this is a problem. So when you self-discover yourself, you just discover the things that you like, that you love, that you want to do, be, and have without any outside influence. Now, number three, it's independence. You have the freedom to make decisions and pursue an interest on your own terms. There is no need to compromise anymore or consider someone else's preferences. You can do whatever the fuck you want. This is just the best time of your life of realizing who you are. And when you can gain this ability to be alone without being lonely, you win. You're the master. You're the master. Nobody can fuck with you at this point, because you say to yourself, I love myself so much that if you come into my life, you need to be so fucking awesome. And I remember when I started dating even my current partner, before I allowed her into my life in a way that we're integrating now, I said to myself, man, I love myself so much. I love the time that I have with my dog. I love my alone time. This is a very important thing. And she felt that. She felt that I enjoy my presence. And this is why she's able to enjoy her presence. And I am able to enjoy her presence because she loved being alone too. She loved being by herself, and we love being together. And individuality, it is important that you have your own life and the life that you're co-creating. But this is for another video. Number 4 is focus on your personal goals. Without the demands of a relationship, you can dedicate more time and energy to personal and professional goals. My business skyrocketed. Everything after my breakup, wow, everything just skyrocketed. So you need to focus on personal and professional goals, and you need to set them correctly. Create a vision of what you want to be, what you want to do, what you want to have. And when you are single, you have the time, you have the energy to do all of that. So use this time correctly. Alchemize this time, this maybe pain that you're feeling of being single, into beauty, into power, because you can and you should, and actually you must. I would say that this is your societal obligation to become the best version of yourself before you start dating again. So take the time, heal, grow, work on yourself, understand who you want to be with and who you need to be in order for you to complement this other person. So you got work to do, my friend. Number 5 is strong relationships with friends and family. Being single allows you to nurture and deepen your connections with friends and family, which can be incredibly fulfilling. And also when you start dating and you know that you have your crew, that's beautiful. And you know that you cultivated this relationship with them when you were single. So this is a beautiful thing. Also, this is one thing that I say all the time. When you start dating with someone and you have mutual friends, you got to have your own crew. You got to have your own friends. It's good to have mutual friends, but you must, this is why you must love being single and accept the singlehood, master it. And a part of mastering singlehood is having friends and having a family. Yeah. Now, financial life, financial control. You have full control over your finances and spending habits, allowing you to save, invest, and do whatever you want with it. I remember the first time after my breakup, I paid the bill. I was like, that's it? Are you sure there's no more money? That was really liberating. But yeah, this is an opportunity for you to get your shit together and invest everything into you, everything back into you. You can get courses, you can get coaching, you can get whatever you want. That's a beautiful gift. Number 7 is growth and development. This is a big one. It's an ideal time for personal growth that you can work on self-improvements, learn new skills, and invest in your well-being. So decide what kind of skills you want to master. Decide it. Actually do it and pursue it. Use this time constructively, because if you don't use this time constructively, by default you're using it destructively. So take the time, do the personal work on yourself, and learn something new. You're going to fall in love with yourself even more when you do that. Number 8 is emotional resilience. You will develop greater emotional resilience and independence, which will enhance your future relationships. And it's important for you to sit with the feelings and the feelings of being alone and just embrace it. Sometimes you will feel some anxiety when you do, but let it hit you, overcome it, and understand that this is a good thing that you're feeling right now, because you're learning how to overcome it. You're learning how to overcome it by yourself without the need of someone else in your life. You can do it by yourself. And when you can do it by yourself, you say, I can soothe myself. I don't need no one to do that for me. Bam. Bam. Number 9, creative freedom. With no partner to consider, you can explore creative pursuits, hobbies, and interests that you may have set aside. Just do you. It's the entire thing of being single is doing you to the fullest capacity and loving it. When you do, the more things you do for you, the more you fall in love with yourself, the less need you have for a relationship to fulfill any need. Because you love who you are with, even your friends and family. You start loving people to a different degree, because the amount of love you will have for yourself when you master singlehood, the more love you have to give, and the more love you are able to receive. Number 10 is self-care. You can prioritize self-care and focus on your health and well-being without distractions and compromises. No more compromises, baby. Number 11, last but not least, building confidence. Singlehood will help you to build confidence and self-sufficiency as you navigate life on your own. The most beautiful gift you can give to yourself is being self-sufficient. You just say to yourself, I don't need you. And that's okay to say, I don't need you. I want you. And I tell my partner, I don't need you. I want you. I choose you. I'm good with being by myself, but I choose you. And when you are with a partner who knows that they are good with being alone, think about it. You know that your partner is good with being alone. You feel it. They have this vibe, and they tell you, I want to be with you. You will feel much more valuable. You will feel way, way, way better. So this is why you must master singlehood. And now this is the time for you. If you're after a breakup, now it's the time for you. If it's just being a while and you're by yourself, this is your time to master it And when you do, this is like a test. When you do, you will go to the next level. The next level is a healthy bond, a sacred union, and healthy relationship that you're getting into because your conscience, because you want it, because you know that you have a lot to give and to pour. Your cup is overflow with it, and you just want to give it to someone else. Like I said, complement and not complete. You're complementing your partner. And this is just an art. If you need help with that, hit me up. I can help you with developing your masculinity as a man to a degree that I don't think that many, I would say 99% of the men don't really understand what I can help you with. Number one. And for the females, I can help you understand, first of all, yourself and understand your man as well. With that said, I love you guys, and I will see you again in my next videos. Take care.